Aston Villa nil, Arsenal 1. Yes, people, why football here? An absolutely humongous win in Arsenal's pursuit of top four. As always, if football reactions are your thing, match reviews, please consider subscribing on my road to 700 and drop a like down below so this video gets out to more people. My next reaction will be a massive game as well. Tottenham versus West Ham tomorrow, Sunday, Premier League. So be tuned for that one. In terms of this game though, what a win for Arsenal. Bounce back ability in full effect. They lost against Liverpool in midweek. It was a bitter pill to swallow for Arsenal fans, just due to the fact that we were on such a good form. But Liverpool came to town, they asserted their dominance, they got the win. We take that out of the equation now. We move on to this game. A bit of a banana peel. Look, we played Wednesday night. We're now going for a Saturday lunchtime kickoff. The smallest possible turnaround you can get in football. But we came away with a win at a tough place to go. Villa Park. It's not easy. A resurging Steven Gerrard side. And came out with the victory. My thoughts on the match overall though is I'm just happy with the way Arsenal played. Look, we got the win and it wasn't like we scraped it. I would not have minded whatsoever if we scraped 3 points here playing awful football, because that's just the way it is. You go from a tough, intense game against Liverpool to another tough game here. I would not have minded if we scraped 3 points off it coming off someone's arse and going into the back of the net. I honestly wouldn't have minded. It wasn't like that though, because Arsenal played really good football, especially in the first half. We got the ball out wide. Bukayo Saka and Emil Smith-Rowe were having the time of their lives on the wings. Literally, Ashley Young was getting put in a spliff left, right, centre from Bukayo Saka. Was taking him on every single time he got the ball. And he eventually did get the goal. And it was an important goal we did get. Because how many times in football does your coaches say, does anyone say, the pundits, coaches, commentators, when you're on top, you have to score. Because football is a game of runs. Everyone has their moments in football, no matter if you're playing Man City, Aston Villa, Brentford, or Barnet. Every team has their moment in football, and if you take advantage of your moment, you'll win the match, and that's what we did. Because Bukayo Saka scored, it was, to be fair, it was one of the harder chances we probably could have scored. It came out from the corner, he whacked it, poor from Martinez to be honest, because it wasn't in the corner, but he kind of got wrong-sided, and the ball went through a lot of bodies. Either way, I'm not complaining. Bukayo Saka scored a great goal, and he deserved it because he was a threat the whole game. And then from then on, we kind of continued to dominate the rest of the first half. But we didn't get anything to show for it and we went into half-time remaining 1-0. Aston Villa had to change their game plan though. They had to, because Arsenal were on top. We had bodies in midfield. Partey was unbelievable today. Literally had Douglas Luiz locked, had Coutinho locked, had Jacob Ramsey locked, Buendia locked, John McGinn locked, had the whole Aston Villa midfield in his back pocket that game. And I felt like Aston Villa weren't playing to their strengths. Like they needed to double down the counter-attacking play, bring someone like Danny Ings on, Leon Bailey, and then just go kind of just attack Arsenal and play fast behind, rather than try and put a lot of attacking midfielders like Buendia, Coutinho in and try and use that. I think they weren't really playing to their strengths in this game. I'm not complaining as an Arsenal fan, but just on Aston Villa's behalf, they should have done more to try and compete with Arsenal's fullbacks, stretch them, rather than making everything in front of the Arsenal defence, which is what Arsenal enjoy. We enjoy defending with the ball in front of us. We don't want to be stretched and players running in behind us. Regardless, Aston Villa did knock on the door in the second half. They had their moments for a good 15-20 minute spell, but Arsenal contained it well and came out with the 3 points. Let's talk about the top four race now, because that is the main thing. Although Aston Villa would have liked to win this game, they're not in as much of a competitive nature as Arsenal are right now in terms of league position. They're probably going for Europa or Europa Conference if they can make it. But to be honest, as for Aston Villa, under Steven Gerrard, they should just be looking to build their style up, get players adapted to his mode of playing football and try and go competing next year. Just use this year as a bit of a transition year under a new manager, new style, and anything they get like table position wise is just a bonus. Arsenal are the ones that really need the result here. Psychologically, this is much more than 3 points, miles more than 3 points. I mean, losing in midweek against Liverpool was annoying just for the fact that we built up such a good run. But this game was even more important than the Liverpool game. If we lost this game or drew this game, that would have made the Liverpool game 10 times worse. Just for the fact that the knock-on repercussions that game would have had. Because I remember last time we lost to Liverpool, we went on to lose to Manchester United. Then we went on to lose to Everton. Like literally lost 3 games in the space of maybe 4. And that's just not good, because in a top 4 race like this, towards the top of the table where it gets very, very competitive and margins are very small, you can't afford to lose back-to-back games. You can't afford to go into a slump. You have to always be at your A game. And this is why this bounce back game was so important. We've got a break now so players can recoup, recover. But we've done our job, man. Like, if someone told me in 7 games you're going to win 6, lose 1, every Arsenal fan would have taken that. Every single Arsenal fan on planet Earth would have taken that. And it means we're in a commanding spot. Look, make no mistake about it. Tottenham fans, Man United fans may have expected Aston Villa to get a point from Arsenal today, but they didn't. Arsenal got the win, and it's a big win. You could see the way the players celebrated at full time. They needed this victory. Leno, I want to talk about him because fair play to Leno, man. Like, I was worried with Ramsdale not being in the team. I have no doubt about Leno's shot-stopping ability. He's unbelievable. It's his passing around the back which gives me palpitations, to be honest. But to be fair, we played to our strengths. We didn't try pass around the back as much. Or if we did, we skipped Leno. We just let the centre-backs pass around. We played a lot of long ball from goal kicks and medium passes rather than actual short passing. And look, that's what we need to do sometimes, man. Play to your strengths. Yeah, you have a style at this football club, and I'm all for the style. But sometimes you got to play for the players that are on the pitch and play a style that suits the players that are playing in that game. And Leno isn't really a short passer, so we play long ball sometimes, and it worked for us. I have no complaints about that whatsoever. And I'm happy for Leno as well, the way he celebrated at full time. It was a big game for him. He's been out the side for a long, long time. So the fact that he managed to come in and get a clean sheet, another clean sheet for the football club, is big for him. In terms of Bukayo Saka, though, he's the main guy we're going to talk about. What a footballer, man. Honestly, what a footballer. The way he just takes on plays, glides past people. And another underrated thing about Bukayo Saka that no one really talks about is his strength. His upper body strength. Now, I don't believe he's a tall guy. I think he's about 5'9", 5'10". But the way he commands himself and uses his body, the way he rolls past defenders, the way he shields the ball, drifts with it, is something that you can't really teach, man. You either have it or you don't. And he's one of those players that do have it. Like, there's players that are physically bigger than him and they just bounce off Saka. They can't get near him. And he's really exciting to watch now. He's tied Emile Smith-Rowe as our top goal scorer this season. And he was a player that scored Arsenal's 2000th Premier League goal. So congratulations to him. I have no doubt that if he remains at this football club and continues on the path, on the trajectory he will be a legend at this football club and a legend of the Premier League if he continues. I'm going to end by talking about the actual player ratings for Arsenal. In goal, Leno, great game. I'll give him an 8. Honestly, unbelievable. He got a clean sheet. I'm not going to give him high because he wasn't tested. But what he did do, claimed corners, claimed set pieces, punched away a free kick in the last second, did what he needs to do. Cedric, look, he played alright. I'll give him a 7. Did what he needed to do at the end of the day. Didn't need to be like really amazing because the attackers take care of themselves. He just needs to defend properly. And that's what he did, bar a couple of mistakes. Centre-backs wise, Ben White did alright. I'll give him a 7. Wasn't as good as Gabriel, because I could tell Ollie Watkins was targeting Ben White. He made sure to go up on him. But Ben White dealt with it for the most part. Got some headers away. Gabriel next to him, though. What a defender, man. 9 out of 10 for Gabriel. Commanding clearances. The step he's taken this season from where he was last season is unbelievable. Like, the rise in his game. It's really nice to see. He's turned into a great defender. Left back, Kieran Tierney, also immense. I'll give him a 9 out of 10. That side, that left centre back and left back side of the defence was so good today, man. Commanding. They got no change out of Tierney, no change out of Gabriel whatsoever. It was just, that side was locked off. The midfield, Thomas Partey, for me, man of the match. 9 out of 10 for Thomas Partey. Just drifts with the ball, passing it. He's got a pass on him, Partey. Like, I know he does the hard yards and the aggressive work, but he's got a ball on him. Couple of nice switches. Just so good today, man. Won basically every 50-50. Xhaka next to him, not too bad either. I'll give him an 8. Complimented Partey well. Of course, Xhaka has been playing further forward like a number 8. He was doing that at times today, but he also was dropping in a bit as well, which was nice to see. Had a bit of defensive security. Right wing Bukayo Saka, 9 out of 10 as well. Scored the match winner. Goals to his game. Drifting past players. Could have gotten a couple more as well. He was in finishing positions, but overall great game from Saka. Ødegaard as well, 8 out of 10. Wasn't as good as Saka, but kept the ball moving, kept it flowing. His final pass a couple times was a bit weak, but other than that, no complaints whatsoever. Smith-Rowe as well had a great game as well. I'll give him an 8. Also, player that needed to make some kind of impact. Obviously, he hasn't been in the team a lot recently, but he came in and we looked the same. Like, Martinelli missed out. Sad to see, especially with the fact that he was amazing against Liverpool. But look, that's why you need squad depth. So if one player isn't there, another player comes in and it's seamless transition. Look at Liverpool, for example, man. Like, they have Diaz, Firmino, Jota, Mane, Salah. Seamless. One in, one out. And it looks the exact same. The ship keeps moving forward. You can't have it, so you take one out and then it all comes to a halt. And I like the fact that Emile Smith-Rowe can just sub in for Martinelli, sub in for Saka, sub in for Ødegaard, and it's business as usual. So I'll give him an 8 for that. Lacazette, I'll give a 7 to. Look, he did his job a couple times, man. He just need that extra pass or final shot was lacking. but overall not too bad. Getting onto the subs, Pepe gets a free, man. I'm sorry, Nicolas Pepe. There's a reason this guy should not start for Arsenal Football Club. He almost cost us this game, man. Just couldn't retain possession when he was on the ball. Gave away silly fouls. Like, I talk about seamless transition, subbing in one player for another. When Pepe comes in, I'm worried, man. I'm going to be honest. I'd rather him play down the middle, because at least then he doesn't have to do the defending yards. And Nketiah came on, he did alright. Like, I'll give him a 6. He probably did more than Pepe did in less time. And Rob Holding was just there to defend, so I'll give him a 6 as well. But overall, big win for the Gunners, man. Leave your thoughts of the match in the comment section down below. As an Aston Villa fan, Arsenal fan, or a general football fan, I'd like to hear it. And boys, look, I'm so happy because it was a banana peel game, but Arsenal came out of the 3 points. Now got a long break. And they go again, I believe, in 2 weeks' time, Monday, to play Crystal Palace, Patrick Vieira's side at Selhurst Park, which of course I will be reviewing as well. But the next game is tomorrow, a crunch match between Tottenham and West Ham. As always, if you guys enjoy football content, I'd really appreciate a subscription on my road to 700 and drop a like down below so this video gets out to more people. I've been YFootball and I'll catch you guys in the next video.